Hi everybody, welcome to Hell Let Loose, and I wanted to do a quick introduction to the squad select, role select and spawn menu. So when you jump into a game, you may well jump in halfway through a game like here. So I'm on the United States side, so the first thing I need to do is I need to pick a squad. So here on the left you'll see we've got Able, Baker, Dog, Easy, Fox, and then we've got 3 armor units. And then we've got a recon unit. So recon units, they're the snipers. They're very difficult to get into those. Normally people take them straight away because the snipers are the only guys are on the map that have telescopic sights, so they normally get nabbed. Great if you can have a go with one though. But you could always spot in as their spotter friend. And the armour, obviously you've got your tanks and that sort of thing. But we're really talking about infantry. So we need to pick an infantry squad. Now I would always say when you're starting off, pick an infantry squad that's got quite a few people in. So there's one 4 from 6. There's one 3 from 6 here that we could choose. So let's choose this 4 from 6 one. So let's select that one. There we go. And within this squad, we can now choose what we want to play. Now, it's very important to choose a squad, I think, that's got an officer in it already, especially when you begin it off, because the officer is the guy who's going to be putting down your outposts where you can spawn in closer to the front line, and garrisons as well. If there isn't an officer in your squad, either choose to become the officer, and it's not that difficult, it's pretty easy to learn, or go and join another squad. So underneath we can now see what we could be. So there's only 2 of 6 riflemen, so we could be a rifleman. Assault's taken, auto rifleman's taken, medic isn't taken, support isn't, machine gunner, anti-tank isn't, engineer isn't. So we've got options here. Now I would always suggest that when you first start off, if there's no medic, be a medic, because a medic is a really cool role. Because you get a syringe, so you just like in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, you can run up to people who are downed. The little marker that appears on your HUD, and you can stab them with your syringe and bring them back to life. It's brilliant, and you get lots of XP for doing that, and you feel like you're really taking part. The other next one probably to try is the support. The cool thing about the support guy is that you take supplies onto the battlefield, and you can talk to your squad leader, talk to the officer, and say, where do you want them? Because he uses those supplies to make garrisons, and garrisons are the spawn points where all members of your side can spawn in, not just your squad. So that's really important. And then anti-tank's really important as well. Now with the anti-tank you get the bazooka, or I guess you get a Panzerfaust or something like that if you're the German, but you also get a nice rifle, and you can be really helpful with that, because although probably lots of the time you're not going to get to use it, if an enemy tank does get within range and you can flank them, so you can get around the side, you can then hit them in the side with the bazooka, and who knows, you might get a kill. So in this case, what I would choose, I would definitely choose to be the medic. So I press on Xbox, I press A. On PlayStation, it would be X, and then I just press it again to confirm. So now we've got to choose where we want to spawn. And what we do is you can use up and down on your D-pad, and it's a bit difficult to see, but you can go up and down to see the green dots sort of moving around. So there's that green dot there. So they're the HQ spawns. They're the spawns at the back of the map. Do not spawn at those, otherwise you'll have a massive long walk or jog. What we're interested in is these ones. The garrison spawn there and the garrison spawn there. Now, which one should we go for? Well, you really want to go for the one that is near to where your squad mates are. But again, it can be quite difficult to see at this point. You think, where are they? I can't see them. Because again, with these games that have come over from PC, they're really aimed at people who are using monitors, large monitors, rather than sort of leaning back on their TV trying to see stuff. You may want to take the one that's closest to the action. And if we look at the map here, again, this is quite difficult to see, but if you look just to the right of the green spawn point, there's the strong point. There's that circle. That's the area that we've got to defend. Or if you go into the pink area or the red area, you'll see there's another smaller circle. That's the circle we've got to attack. So with this particular game mode, this is warfare. So the front line moves backwards and forwards as you get onto those circles. So the more soldiers you have in or around those circles, you then capture that point. So with this case, for example, if we got lots of soldiers on that circle to the right in the pink, so we got more than the enemy, we capture that, the front line would move to the right, and then again you might not be able to see it, but to the right of the enemy circle there's a padlock, then that point would unlock and we could capture that. Similarly, if the enemy captures the circle next to where I am, you can see that the little circle in the blue area, then if you look towards the left and go up towards the middle of the map, you see there's another padlock. So if we lost that one, the front line would move to the left. That would then unlock, and we would then have to start defending that one, or try and recapture the one I'm next to. So you want to look around. Now, the other thing that you would be able to see sometimes, if our officer has put down the outposts, we can spawn at those. Garrison spawn points, anybody can spawn at on your side. The outposts are just for your squad. Unfortunately, our officer hasn't put any down, so what we're going to do is I think I'm going to spawn right there. So I just press A on Xbox, that would be X on PlayStation, and we are about to spawn in. And that, my friends, really is how to get started. You know, have a look, choose a squad that's got an officer, go in, choose the role that's open. Probably, as I say, I would go for something like medic first, then support, then anti-tank, and then jump in, find your squad, get chatting, and you'll be good to go. Anyway, hopefully that's useful. If it has been, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.